Hey there folks, Aldershot here, and today we're going to check out Amaranthine. I think that's how you pronounce the name of this title. I'm probably wrong. I apologize if I am, but it's apparently a randomly generated shmup. A shoot 'em up, if you will. And I like shoot 'em ups, and it's kind of cheap too. This is on Steam for the regular price of $3 USD, so it's not very expensive. I haven't played this before. We're going to check it out for the first time together, as we usually do with these Let's Play First Looks. And at the end of the video, we'll kind of talk about our short experience with the game, as per usual. So let's check out the options. Not much in the way of options, which is a bit odd, but it is a pixelated game, so we'll see how that goes. So far, there's no controller support, at least not in the menus. I'm using the mouse right now, so I'm a little worried about that. I don't know about playing shmups as a keyboard and mouse game. I generally like using my gamepad for this genre of games. But let's start a new game and actually check it out. Let's go with normal. Looks like there's loot drops as well. Interesting. Alright. Hello, Commander. Hello. A few days ago, one of our colonized planets sent a distress signal. There is a research station. Okay, I gotta be faster. The research station reported about an emergency incident that destroyed their energy generator. They have a backup generator, but it will not last long. You have to deliver them a new generator. Teleporting to this planet will take months with current technology, so our authority decided to use experimental teleporting methods called fast warp. With this technology, you will be able to get there in a few days. The feature of this technology is that you need a huge amount of energy to overcome the singularity and exit from the other side of the wormhole. To do this, you'll need to collect dark matter, which your ship will use as energy. We sent a lot of AI-controlled spaceships through the experimental portal, but none of them came back because their ships aren't able to use dark matter as energy. If you find one of our ships, destroy them and gather their energy. All of them will be equipped. All of them were equipped with heavy weapons, and we don't know how they will react to you. In any case, your ship has been equipped with blah 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 blah. Well, okay. That went by really fast. I gotta learn to read faster, I guess. Either way, we gotta collect dark matter for energy and get loot and etc. etc. Alright, so I can officially... Yep. Definitely no controller support. It is actually all mouse driven, believe it or not, which is a little bit odd for a shoot 'em up. And the graphics kind of remind me of another pixelated indie game that I've covered on this channel before, called Stratodon, or Sterodon actually, or something like that, which is another roguelike shoot 'em up. I don't know if this is actually a roguelike or roguelite, but under the game's description, it did mention something about random generation, so I'm assuming there's some rogue-ish features going on here, but so far so good. So far so good. Remember, this is a cheapie too, so you know, we'll see what that's all about. Anyways, we collected some alloys and some dark matter, so I guess we should keep moving forward. Let's see. What is this? Can we equip this? I guess so. I don't know. Plus 2 energy. Not really sure what to do right now. Click on all the things. And we got a tape deck for some reason. Alright. Yeah, this is completely mouse driven, which is kind of interesting. As you can see by how fast my ship is actually moving here. This is very, very strange control schemes for a shoot 'em up. But it seems to be working fine though. If anything, it's actually extremely responsive, because it is mouse driven. Maybe a little too responsive even. But it feels alright so far. It just feels really weird as a mouse driven shoot 'em up. I don't think I've played one before actually. This might be the first one. But so far so good though. I'm having a good time at the moment. Lots of bullets to dodge. Oh, just got hit there. And the graphics seems alright, you know. I like the pixelation and the pixel graphics is pretty well rendered. Again, it reminds me of, you know, the game I mentioned earlier, Strategy, right? Which is another pixelated shoot 'em up that I covered earlier on this channel. But enough about that game. Let's talk about this game. Yeah. All right. Well, that's quick. Really fast levels, anyways. What do we get? We got a thing. All right. What is this thing? It's the Cyclone. It does 14 damage. Level 2. Sure, we'll take it. Put some into energy for some reason. Put some into this, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing here. Put points into all the things. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next level, I guess. Play. This is my first time playing, so I'm trying to figure this out with you guys, you know? All I know is I gotta shoot all the things and not get hit by other things that are bad. Best description of gameplay ever, hey? Anyways, let's keep killing dudes. Keep killing these dudes, because they're trying to kill us. I actually kinda like the fact that it's mouse driven. It really does make it feel quite different from other shoot 'em ups. And it's because it's mouse driven, it's really, really responsive. I'm still getting hit by random stuff though, so it's not like so responsive that it's super easy. But at the same time, so far it's not like the hardest shmup I've ever played either. So it's an interesting balance in the short time that I've played so far. Oh god, I'm getting hit by things. Alright. Not much in the way of level design though, it's just enemies. There's not like stuff getting in my way. Anyways, oh, we got 4 things to loot this time. Sure, why not? This looks all interesting, I guess. DPS, let's go with this thing with the highest DPS. I can't use it? I don't know what I just did. Energy slot 2. Put into this, I guess. Some into this, I guess. Play! So there's definitely some kind of upgrade system going on here, but I don't fully understand it, to say the least. There's a meter down here that shows you your progress in the current level, which is good. Gives the player an understanding of what's going on, I guess. Oh god, I'm getting hit by all the things. I don't know how many times I can actually get hit, though. I don't know where... Oh, my shield's on the top. I see. And I just died. Alright, let's replay that and do a little less shit. I think that would be a good thing. Alright, collect the dark matter, shoot the dudes, avoid getting hit. There's definitely a lot more baddies this round. Oh, I just aborted. Probably shouldn't have done that. Alright, let's try it again. Less death and less aborting. And more killing. The music's nice though, hey? I'm digging the songs that's going on here. I'm gonna just try and avoid all the things. Whoa, big laser thing. Oh god. I'm doing really bad in this level. It's definitely picking up in this difficulty. Mouse-driven responsiveness or not. Alright, I'm gonna try and focus a little here and really work on not getting hit. I kind of don't like how the enemy bullets are multiple colors. There's like red and there's blue and I'm shooting yellow. It does make it a little bit harder for the eye to decipher what's dangerous and what's not, you know? Kind of wish that they went with a single color for the enemy bullets, whether it be blue or red, preferably red, because it's the color that catches the eye the best. Or there's like blue bullets mixed in as well. But anyways, I'm doing a little bit better. If I get hit again, I'm going to die though. So I got to be extra careful here. And I died. Try it again. I do like the music. I do like the graphics. Although again, the level design's not the greatest I've ever seen from a shoot 'em up. It's purely enemies. There's no like obstacles or any actual level design to speak of. It's just enemies, and I believe they're randomly generated, the enemy placements and all that. So, not the greatest level design in the world, but it is like a $3 little shoot 'em up. So, no, let's curb our expectations. And honestly, for a $3 little indie shoot 'em up, yeah, I'm having a pretty decent time so far. You know, it's not too bad. The challenge level is definitely there. I'm dying more than once, as you guys can clearly see. Oh god. So many enemies. I wonder can I get away by just hanging out in the corner down here? Will I be able to survive? Looks like I can actually. Oh, that's... Don't pick up the timed bomb. Okay, that's not an item. Alright then. Hanging out in this corner seemed to work. But it's really boring. But we don't get hit down here. So let's stay down here and see what happens. Let's see if we can cheap this game a little bit. Because I think I can. This is kind of why you need barricades and obstacles in your shoot 'em ups. Otherwise, people will find like one tiny spot to stay in, and you can just avoid a lot of the dangers. Seems to be working out for us. Oh god, maybe not. One more try. One more try. And we're gonna just play for real this time. Like this. Oh god. The music doesn't really loop all that well though. That's one criticism I'm going to offer. There's a very obvious beginning and end to this theme. Alright, collect that. Shoot this guy, collect that thing. Avoid those things. Really wish the enemy bullets were all red instead of multiple colors. Oh god. Doing really bad. Doing real bad here. Alright. Let's really focus here. Should have put more points into my shields, I think. Oh god, those things charges at you. Well, it is a 60 frames per second pixel game though, but that's probably because the animation, well, there is no real animation, is there? Hey, it's literally static objects moving left and right on the screen, so that's probably why this pixelated game can get away with 60 frames, whereas other pixelated games, they have a harder time because they actually have to animate each and every single frame, right? That's one of the complaints I heard about Hyper Light Drifter, that it's not 60 frames per second. Even though that game could use 60 frames per second, I know I'm getting a little off topic, I'm not talking about this game now, but I do want to mention it, that, you know, people's expectation of a game like Hyper Light Drifter or any other pixelated game where there's actual animation is fairly unreasonable, because the artists have to actually animate each and every single frame. In a game like this is actually 60 frames, and it is the pixelated game. And like I mentioned, this game gets away with it because the pixel art aren't really animated. They're just still images moving left and right. That's why this game can get away with it, right? Alright, this is actually going to be my last try, because I keep dying on this level. I'm having a pretty good time though. This isn't a bad game for $3, I gotta say. Not too bad at all, actually. The challenge level is definitely there as well. But it could be me just not paying enough attention. That's also a possibility as well. Okay, I just died. Alright, well, we're there. Speak English, okay. We'll replay this level while I kind of conclude my overall thoughts on this game here, Amaranthine. I think that's how you pronounce it. But, okay, so, the pixel art is pretty good. You know, definitely pretty good. Not much in the way of animation, but, you know, it looks good. I got no real complaints about it. The background's nice. The soundtrack is actually pretty good. I enjoy the soundtrack, but there is an obvious loop, or I should say there's no loop to it. There's an obvious beginning and end to the songs, which is a bit unfortunate, right? The game's really interesting in that it's mouse-driven. That's the most interesting thing about this shoot 'em up. I think this is the one thing that separates this from other shoot 'em up games I've played so far, right? Is the mouse-driven nature of its controls. Again, very different, right? I don't like how the enemy bullets are multiple colors, either blue or red. I would much prefer it if it was stayed just one color, red, preferably, you know? And also, there's not much in the way of actual level design in this game, random generated or not. There's no like obstacles or things to fly through or anything like that. It's purely kill enemies, and the enemy generation itself is the random aspect, as well as the loot drops, I guess, right? So take that as you will, you know. But you know, it's not a terrible game for $3, I gotta say. It's Styridan or Styrider or whatever. The other roguelites pixel art shoot 'em up that I covered previously on this channel. I have a link in the description so you guys can check it out yourself. I prefer that game over this one because there's just more to it. But that game's more expensive. This one's only $3, right? So it's somewhat expected. But overall, I didn't have a bad time. It's pretty interesting, you know. Mainly because it's a mouse-driven shoot 'em up, which is not something I've experienced before. And it kind of works. It kind of works, I gotta say. Well, that's about it. And yeah, hopefully folks enjoyed. Hopefully you found this useful in some way or another. And if you did, you know, show me some love. Like, share, fave, and comments if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I'll bring you lots more video games just like this. Thanks for watching, everybody. All the shoutouts.